Three, two, one, and we're live. This is Dating Millennial. I am your host, Dr. Kohler, and this is Mallory Weiss, my co-host. Mallory,
Hi.
say hello.
Hello, world. We're here to give
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk like that the whole time.
I like it for the intro. Puts our listeners in a soothing mood.
Okay, so welcome to Dating Millennial. This is the show where we just talk about, just overall relationships, what it's like dating in the modern world.
Coming from us, we have a lot of wisdom and very successful relationships between the two of us.
Yeah, between the two of us, we have uh, I've been in a total of like two relationships. I'm 26 years old.
How long were those relationships, Kohler?
One was like 7 months, and I don't think we even like defined it realistically as like dating. It was just like more like,
Oh, you were talking for 7 months.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And then the other one, similar situation, but 3 months.
Ooh, okay. That's almost 1 year put together.
Yep, together almost 1 year. But I've been around the block, just never in
We've,
a long-term relationship.
I mean, we've seen them between our friends, so like we know how
Oh
they
yeah,
work.
no, I've been thrown into plenty of situations where I'm in the middle of, situations I don't want to be in, but it happens. How
It
about
happens.
yourself?
I've been in a total, if we're talking like confirmed, like Facebook official, one relationship, and that was in high school for 2 years. And then I had like an on again, off again, very toxic, very awful relationship for like 6 years. So
Yep, I
lots of
was in the I was in the middle of that one.
you still are.
That was fun.
That's yeah.
Um,
Oh, I have a photo of you and I, and we can call that boy fuckboy number one. One of my treasured photos of all time.
you can call him that, but he is my friend. You're still my friend. I don't care what you say. Uh,
Actually,
I'm
the way
not gonna
we met,
lie. I never really had an issue with the guy. Like, I know. I mean, it's a weird situation. We can get into it later. I don't want to get into it right now. There's
well,
many
it's fun.
layers.
Many layers. It's funny because the way we met is actually through one of my failed relationships. So at least I got something good out of
What was that one?
it.
I thought we met in a jacuzzi when I was drunk.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right. But then we like re-met through a boy who is your old roommate, who we can call. I don't know what to call him. Are we not on the same page right now?
No, I have no idea. Okay,
Well,
moving
we can
on.
go with the story. I
I
like
lived
that.
mostly with girls in college. Oh, nope, nope. Now I know. Now I know.
Good. Very.
Jeez Louise. All right, our background. So me and Mal met in a jacuzzi in college. It had to have been five years ago.
Oh man, we're almost at our 7 year anniversary. It's a big deal.
Wait, how did you go to 7?
Well, we're at 5, so like we're almost there.
Wait, what's the different? What's 7? What's the
That
significance?
oh, psychologists say once you've been friends with someone for 7 years, that's like the threshold. It's like you'll be friends forever once you hit 7.
Oh,
There's
okay.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, 5, almost to 7, where we would be friends forever. And
Yep.
yeah, really, our relationship just, I don't know why you wanted to hang out with me so much. Maybe I don't know.
I think I just saw something in you that I saw in myself.
Hmm. Me too. That wasn't sexual. Nothing sexual has ever happened.
But I would like our listeners to know I have seen your penis. And
Yeah.
it's very, very good in a
Okay.
non-sexual.
No comment. Um,
It's like text.
um, no comment. Yeah, just college was a weird time. A lot of stuff's happened. All right, so let's go into modern day. Let's fast forward. Modern
Okay.
day. Now here we are. Um, I just got through a weird point in my life where I was So we went to college in Michigan. I moved to Austin, Texas. One second. I moved to Austin, Texas. Um, and then I went through a weird stage where I didn't even know who I was. And then now I'm here where I'm starting this website and all these podcasts. And I went through this weird thing with a girl who I was close to, and then it didn't work out. And then that brings me to now, where 4th of July, I meet this girl. We really hit it off. She was way into me for some reason. I don't know why. Um,
Oh, you're really hot now. I think you just need to come to terms with it.
I know, I know. It's like a weird thing. Like I just recently got attractive. I don't know. Like I was like, I was like a personality guy growing up,
Hmm.
and then now I'm like, an attractive guy with a personality. So I got double trouble. So yeah, we met while I was playing. I feel like the real key here is we met while I was playing like a competitive game, and that's really where I strive. That's where I feel the most comfortable is in a competitive um,
And that's
arena.
just biological thing. Girls are attracted to competitive guys, guys that win. Like our ovaries just are attracted to that, start to tingle. There's really nothing we can do.
Yeah, I mean, like I just it just there's something about being the leader and wanting to win that I love, and that's where I really thrive. That's where she met me, and so yeah, that's where it happened. Next day, I go out. I start drinking really early. We go out, we party out on a boat. She wasn't there, and then she showed up. Midway through the night, I was caught off guard because I was wasted. I was already going on like probably 13 to 14 hours of drinking at the point she showed up.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, so I wasn't in my best headspace. Um, I wasn't at, and I was in the sun. I was out on a boat in the sun all day and then get home, drink for another couple hours. I think I ate one rib the whole day, and then like this girl just shows up from the night before that. I'm like, oh, we hit it off, and then she just starts talking to me again. I'm like, all right, here we go.
So
My breath
what is
probably
a
smelled.
girl? Go ahead.
My breath smelled bad. Um, at the time when she showed up, I had lost all my belongings except for my phone and my shorts. So I had shorts and my phone. That's all I had. No shoes, no shirt, no wallet, no ID, no identification. If I died, nobody would even know who my body was. They would be like, "Who is this?" Like I had nothing. It's just my shorts and my phone. So let's continue. Sorry if I'm kind of rambling here, but like people need to know the situation
We
because
need to do.
I am in the right.
I also want to hear a little bit like how hot is this girl? Like on a scale.
uh, she's hot. I'd say she's really hot. If I hooked up with her, she'd be the hottest girl I've hooked up with,
Okay.
and that's an
So
that's that's an impressive list.
yeah, I was riding on this one.
Yeah, no,
Gigging.
like no, this is one I would be very interested in if it goes forward. And we'll get more into that here in a couple seconds. Anyways, very hot girl, very attractive. I'm not gonna get too much into that. But anyways, she so we're hitting it off. I'm wasted. I guess she wanted to hook up or whatever that night. I wasn't in the headspace. I was just flirting. Got her phone number. Um, when she left, there was a split decision in the room of, oh, Kohler is gonna, this is gonna go on because like we were talking about this going on, hanging out in the future, and then another split decision in the room of, oh, Kohler blew this, which is what usually happens. So it's like Kohler blew this. Kohler's got this,
At least now you're
and
50. Like it could go either way. That's great.
yeah, and so that's where that left. That was the last time I saw her. There's been minimal communication since then, but who knows?
So I
That's
want to hear more about how the number exchange happened because this really it's really important how it happened. So did you ask her? Did she kind of
yes, I did. Again, very fuzzy as to what led into it. Um, very fuzzy. But yes, I did ask her. I did want to hang out. I know that I wanted to hang out with her in the future, and I said, let's hang out outside
Mhm.
of today.
And what did she say?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she gave me her phone number. I got her on Instagram and Snapchat. Um, I don't want to say
Okay.
like got her, like, like got her,
Yeah.
like a Pokemon. But like, yeah, no, this like, and then I text her the next morning, no response. Instagram DM, got minimal response. So this is where I really struggle here. This is the relationship part that I really struggle with is, like, to me, this is like playing 4D chess while doing a double dutch, like I don't know what to do. Like it's
And
a
it's
lot of
hard.
coordination, it's a lot of moves, and it's almost completely against every instinct I have is what to do.
Yes, and it's hard now as millennials because we have so many different formats where we're expected to know when is the right time to add them on Snap. Do I send them a Snap? Like, what about Instagram? Is
Yeah.
it
What
weird
do
to
I
search
say?
for
Do I ask to
Instagram?
hang out? I don't know.
There's a lot of factors. I'm gonna rewind because you texted her without an answer, but then snuck into her DMs. And I'm gonna say for future reference, that's a no-go. If you don't get an answer, do not try to contact them in a roundabout social means. It's gonna look weak, and you need to look powerful.
Okay. Just go, okay. Sitting on my throne of power.
Women like men who know what they're doing. They're in charge. They're powerful, and that's what she saw in you on the boat when
No,
you're.
before the boat. She wasn't on the boat. Just to be clear. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, no. And now we're at a point where I don't know where to go from here.
So how did the Snapchat thing go?
Awfully.
um,
Awfully. After, well, she hit me up one time and then I missed that opportunity. And yeah, no, so I Snapchatted her like 2 days later, and then she waited a full day and then opened it and never responded. So,
all right. What that tells me
like, how do
is
you read that?
yeah, that one's tricky because she answered it so far later. That what that tells me is she might not have her notifications on for Snap, and then that's just like a dead end. You don't want to go that route next time. But yes, listeners, she did sneak into your text thread very late one night with the "you up" winky face. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
textbook.
it was this one.
With the tongue
Like,
out. Oh yeah,
yeah,
only one thing you're sending that emoji for.
yeah.
So
Obviously, she wanted to watch a movie,
she was Netflix and chilling,
probably
definitely.
a long one like Inception.
Ooh, you actually got to pay attention to that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was asleep because it was a Monday fucking morning, and I work like 12 hours a day. So missed opportunity, but I'm gonna say again, not my fault.
No. I mean, she knew that was a long shot. Like, you up, that's almost like satire funny. Like, really? Not the.
Sad. She, she's being super ironic. Um yeah, no, so I don't like, and then yeah, that's again, I don't know what to do from there because it's like, do I just hope I get another you up text?
No, nope.
Do I just put my phone volume at maximum volume so I don't sleep through it?
Just be dressed and ready to go at all hours of the day from here on
Yeah.
out, just in case she's feeling it. But no, I think she gave you the ball in your court now. Like, you can hit her with a "you up" text and it's fine because she did it first. So like, you're kind of letting her set the stage in that sense. You don't want to ever be too overbearing. So
So
like,
I
kind
could
of
do
just
it tonight. Could I do it right now? It's one
no.
o'clock in the afternoon.
I would hope she would be up. No,
You
I think
up?
Winky Fit just said.
Send
No,
some party balloons.
I think what you need to do is hang out in a group setting again and like show off your alpha male dominance in some way.
Easier said than done here. Okay. I don't know how to do that either.
You got to find some mutual friends and like you're just all going to kick it. Make it very chill. Like, do not say it's a date. Do not ask her on a date yet. You got to still get to know each other first.
Okay. Yeah. No. And I got that.
The game.
And I'm trying. We're making moves. We're trying.
You're doing great.
We'll figure it out. I mean, I don't know because it's this is 2 weeks since I've met her, and like I mean we haven't hung out once.
It is a slow
It's a
process,
lot of
but
beating around the bush,
yes, it's very
and that's what
indirect.
pisses me off. I
It's
mean,
a little,
here's my normal here's my normal you know routine. What I do. So I'm a very straightforward person. I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm very like do or don't. I guess that's why I thrive in business situations and not in relationship situations, is because I'm very like to the T, like, are we doing this or not? And so
hmm
that's where like where when we were texting, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, come over and I'll make you dinner. Like I'll fucking do that. And like to me, that's like, and to you're like, no, that's worst case scenario. And I'm like,
yeah, do
okay,
not.
well, like, what the fuck does she want? If I do, like,
It's
I
because,
just want to take charge and like, do the thing. And if
yeah,
it
well,
works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And that's where
no,
in the past I would just throw everything away. I'd be like, all right, all or nothing right here, right now. I'm an
that's
all or
because you,
nothing guy.
yeah, you know what you want. Men typically do. I feel like men, the way they go into dating, they like know right away, I like this girl or I don't. But women, we don't know. We don't know until like maybe the fifth date sometimes, where we're like, oh, he was cute when he did this one thing, but then he also kind of talks weird in this way, didn't like that. So like it's weighing on us, like these pros and cons. So if you go like straightforward, like let's do a date, we're like, I don't know, it might be too risky because I'm not sure how I feel yet. And we need that time.
That is so fucking confusing. That is so incredibly ass backwards.
Very rarely do girls like we'll know right away if we're attracted to someone or not, but like it's the personality we're not sure if we vibe with. So that's why I mean, at least I can speak for me and my girlfriends. Like, in just one date is kind of a big step. It's like, damn, I'm going out on a date with this guy versus like we could just like hang out with friends and get to know each other. And like, then there's no pressure. And we're left able to figure out our feelings for a little while longer.
I mean, yeah, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But
Well, it was, but it's how it is.
to me, it's a lot of wasted time.
But it's also building up suspense. So like when something does happen, it's
Oh,
like,
it's definitely building up suspense for sure. I just,
but yeah, that's the way the game works. It's very drawn out, and it's a lot of mind fuckery and brain ninjas, and
yeah,
that's
no, thank God I have you, because this would have been over day two probably if I didn't have somebody like calmly telling me what to do, because like I mean, day one I was wasted still because it was like, just rolled into the next day. And then,
mhm.
day two I was like, fucking, get this over with. But no, now I mean, I guess technically we're still in the game. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you're still in the
Yeah.
game. You are still in this bitch.
So, yeah. That winky face tongue emoji thing really, that really tells it all.
That says a lot in those
Yeah.
few short characters. Says a lot.
And and I'm still
That was cool.
adjusting to being attractive, I guess. So
Mhm.
I don't understand it. Other people understand it. I don't know.
It's the long hair. You're like kind of cowboy chic over there too with your boots.
Yeah, I'm very like urban cowboy.
Yeah, urban
Like
cowboy.
I
Grab
like I
your
look like I could do a long day's work, but I probably couldn't.
you
Like
look
I'm
like you
like,
line dance. I would expect you to be able to.
I can't line dance now.
Mm.
I
I
can
was gonna
like
say,
swing dance,
but
I can two step. Line dance, I think line dancing just a dumb thing in general. Like any kind.
I was recently at a country bar and was drunk because it's country bar, and I didn't know how to line dance, but everyone else was doing it, and I thought that was like something people like to show others how to do. And those girls were not nice. They did not want to teach you how to, if you didn't already
Like
know.
get
They
the fuck out of here.
kind of kicked me off the dance floor.
Yeah, I don't know. The country, like, I don't know, the whole country atmosphere is a weird.
Not my
Austin's
vibe.
so weird because it's half that and then half, like normal people.
Yeah. So
Like
you're kind of like,
it's like the old people that are like used to like that old country style, and then like our generation of like new people that like, you know.
well, I was gonna say if you could line dance, that'd be a good thing to put on your dating profile.
I'll never learn. So I
Are
guess
you
it's
turning
just missed
any of the dating
opportunity.
profiles?
Yes. Yes, actually I made I was actually off of all of them and then I got all back on them this week just for the show.
Ooh, okay.
Um so if 4th of July girl we were just talking about watching the show, it's not because I'm trying to. You're the one.
It's
And
all.
this is just an experiment. This is just, I want to see how people react to different things. I mean, I got some funny responses.
Can
But yeah,
you
I got
bio says? I'm curious.
have I what?
Can you tell us what your bio says?
Oh, I'd
Like your
love to. Yeah. So I got on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. Um and here's what my bio says.
oh
And
boy.
it's textbook, just me. I like messing around, and usually when I hit on girls, it's not to like get laid. It's more because I just like messing with people,
Okay.
and I like the experience. I like exchanges, but I like weird exchanges between like human beings. I enjoy it.
This is
So here's
like
my
something that you're conducting, like
yeah,
psychological.
it's just like I don't even like I wouldn't even know what to think about myself if somebody came across me on it. Here's my dating profile bio. It says, I like this app because it makes me feel like I'm on my own season of The Bachelor, except this season's twist is none of the girls want to date me.
Oh, cooler.
It's
It's cute.
funny.
It's
Yeah.
funny. I think I would swipe right. But now I need to know what photos you have because I have such a pet peeve with men in the photos they choose. Like sometimes I want to swipe right on a guy just to be like, what the fuck were you thinking posting this photo of you? It's a mirror selfie, your whiskers are in the sink. Like it's disgusting
I
in here.
I have no selfies.
No selfies.
They're
Well,
all
that's
like direct pictures of me. Mostly like Instagram pictures.
once I
Um
like a filter, like a Snapchat filter selfie as one of his photos, it's an instant swipe left.
yeah, I have no Snapchat filters. They're all just like pretty standard photos of I mean, they're mostly just Instagram photos straight off my Instagram.
Sick.
Like 98% of them.
Do you have your socials on your bio? Like, follow me. I'm
I
Kohler.
mean, I don't have like follow me. I have like it connected like on my Instagram and
Okay.
my Spotify.
Ooh, what are your
I
Spotify
mean,
on there? That's
my
also
top
important.
Spotify artists.
Yeah,
It's an interesting group.
that's good.
Uh Taylor Swift's number 1 on there. I don't know why. I don't listen to Taylor Swift that much, but I do like
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
oh, hmm.
Here's what it is: Taylor Swift, Juice World, The Weeknd, 21 Pilots, Marshmello, ASAP Rocky, Maroon 5, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Drake, Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, The Beatles, Jeezy, Eminem, Frank Ocean, Lil Peep.
I have whiplash. That was all
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah, no, I listen to a wide variety of music.
Versatile. I think I heard every genre.
The thing is there's no like like besides Marshmello, there was no like EDM on there, but that's mostly what I listen to.
Interesting. Clearly not on Spotify.
Yeah, no, all I listen to is on Spotify. I know
Hmm.
I Juice World was on there because I just did a review of Juice World's album.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been listening to him like I listened to his album probably 5 or 6 times through. But I mean, like Oliver Tree wasn't on there, and I listened to that like 7 times through yesterday. So I don't know.
So, are you getting like lots of matches right now, or like, what's
No,
your feedback on all this?
no, it's probably like 2 to 3 matches total between the 3 apps in the whole week. Yeah.
Do you initiate conversation, or do the girls?
No, I do every time.
What do you say?
My favorite line, and it actually it's got a good response rate. It's always had a good response rate since I mean I've had Tinder since I was like 18. Like I was like one of the first beta testers of Tinder. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, no, I got Tinder when I was 18, just graduated high school, and ever since then, like my opening line almost without fail is sexy like a chocolate strawberry. It's a direct quote from the movie Role Models. Sean William Scott says it. It almost always draws a question mark and like, I don't know, it leads into something every time, almost.
I like the tactic you've got because it's like, what the fuck did this man just say? And
Yeah,
they're
it doesn't make any sense.
what to ask you about it.
Yeah.
Very, I see what you're doing there.
That combined with my bio is like, this guy's super confusing.
Yes, yeah, a man of mystery, if you will.
Yeah,
And the
that's my
long hair.
general vibe. Jesus,
So,
Kyle Mallory. That's some
uh,
extra editing.
so are you on all three dating apps right now? And
All
it's just
three.
fields. Well, I'm wondering what we can do to spice up your profile. So we can get more matches.
Mm. Well, here's the thing. Here's another thing. So, I live in Austin now. When I lived in Michigan and when I go back to Michigan, it's a lot of matches. And I don't know if that's like just like I don't know why. Here it's like, like 2 to 3 a week. If I go when I go to Michigan like for those like 3-day weekends, 4-day weekends, it's like, like fucking 10 a day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does that mean
And I don't like I mean usually
girls are like,
that's mostly like Kalamazoo. Like I don't know if that's like because I was kind of like Kalamazoo famous, I guess I would say, in like the sense of like I was, well known around the bar
oh,
scene. I don't know if
arse.
that's why, but like
Or are girls just not using the apps as much in Austin? Like maybe everyone's wifed up there already and it's just
no,
the
there's
three.
like a lot of people in relationships down here. And like it's weird because it is a college town. Like University of Texas is here.
Do you ever run out of like people that you can swipe yes or no on? Do the
Yeah.
apps tell you you
Yeah.
swipe them all? That's
Yeah.
really depressing. It's like almost the same level as Netflix is. Oh, are you still watching? Like, yes, bitch, I'm still here. I'm still swiping.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get more matches here, but I do in Michigan. Um, I haven't tried
What do
it in Vegas when I go to Vegas, but
you fun? But then you're going to get a lot of people who are just visiting and don't live there.
yeah.
And
So,
that'll be a tough situation. What do
so I
you
don't know.
think
I don't know.
the three different apps, like what kind of crowd they all draw?
I mean, Tinder's a very like straightforward, like I mean, Tinder, I feel like you can just say anything and it'll fly.
I agree.
Like Tinder's kind of like the dark web of dating apps. Like, I mean, like Tinder, you can just go out there and be like, like I bet you could
There's
just send your address.
that is a no man's land. Like I see people just like posting one photo and they're not even in it, and it's like looking for their sugar baby, looking for their unicorn. Like, how is this stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of like couples looking for like a third guy or like another guy to like jump in for some reason.
Yeah, because I see a lot of those too, looking for a girl. So there's couples looking for dudes out there as
Yeah,
well.
there's like couples looking for dudes. They're never ever something I want to get into, but
Yeah.
I mean they're out there. Bumble is more like, I mean, that's like the crowd you want to be in. I feel like Bumble's the popular crowd.
Bumble
Uh,
has hotter guys for sure.
yeah, it's got more
Hotter girls.
attractive girls. That's where the attractive girls are too.
Yeah.
And
And people with careers.
yeah, and I mean, a lot of times when I match with girls on Bumble, I just don't even get it. Like nothing. Like they don't even say anything to me. It'll just let it time out.
The 24
And
hour rule needs to go because a lot of people just don't have notifications turned on. And like I'll notice I have a match that I just didn't look at. Like it was the weekend I was doing stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm
yeah,
not going to rematch with this man. Clearly it
yeah, and
wasn't
I
meant.
and I've done that too, where it's just like some random girl will be like, or they'll just like a girl just say like, "Hey," and I'm like, "All right, I'm not responding to that."
Mhm.
Let that time
Well,
out.
you just a hey.
Say what?
If she just says hey,
Yeah, she'll just be like, "Hey," maybe with like a smiley face.
that's what I always just say hi with a bunch of eyes and like the angel face. That's what my go-to. You wouldn't reply to that?
It would depend on how attractive the girl was, but yeah, usually I'd be like, I mean, to me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna say like, "Hey, what's up?" Like I don't really like I don't care. Like I don't care enough.
Huh, that's interesting. I did have a guy I matched with once, and I just said hi, and he just went on this rampage, like, wow, once women have to perform, they just shit the bed. Like that, you're just gonna send me out. Like, okay.
That guy's my
But
hero.
it did not work out with that guy.
I want to
Wherever
meet
you
him.
no, he seemed like he said.
He's like, fuck you and your hay. This is fucking bullshit, you dumb twat. Just like
It's novel, but oh, women can't perform when gender roles are reversed. Like, sir, this is Bumble. Sir, this is Bumble. Gonna have to ask you to go home.
it's kind of funny though. Like I kind of enjoy if I would enjoy that. I like the most like out there shit. Like if a girl just like got on there and just started like roasting me on one of my photos, I'd be like, this is the one. Yes. She was
What
like, you can't even beer bong a beer, you pussy. I was like, yeah, that talk shit. Like that's the girl that's gonna hit you during sex, you know, that's what I want.
it's gonna hit you during sex. I feel like a lot of the girls on Bumble though, like I've had a lot of guys tell me that they'll meet up with the girl and then she like just wants to do this weird fetish that no one else wants to do. And that's how she'll rope them in that way.
Fetishes are another thing. That's I mean, I'm sure we will get into those because I am just mind boggled by a lot of them. And I have like a couple theories about some of them, and we'll get more into that in the show. But I don't think we should this episode specifically. But
And that should be its own episode. Lots of
it'll
fetishes.
be a few episodes. Yeah, might be
Mm-hmm.
a whole like series.
Oh, I like that. Kate's or my sister is watching this. Every episode is a different drug, so like we could just like do every episode is a different fetish because there's so many.
Yeah, there are so many, and they're weird. Like I have a weird one, but like
You have one?
yeah, weird one. We'll get into it.
Weird.
Uh, yeah, no, like I don't know. Dating apps though. Um,
Mm-hmm.
last dating app I was on Hinge. Um, I'm not gonna lie, the Hinge game is like really weak.
How so?
Like, not a lot of attractive people. Not trying to be mean there. I'm just saying, like, not a lot of it. Like, I would say, like Bumble, I'm probably swiping right on at least 70%, and then Tinder is probably like 60 to 50. Hinge, I'm liking maybe 5 to 10% of the people on there.
Wow, that is drastically lower.
Super low. Yeah. No, it's like a lot of no goes.
I think Hinge is just the less known of all of them. Like if a guy is newly
I mean,
single,
Hinge has the most like advertisement out right now though. Like they have the
that's
most commercials and stuff.
but they need them. I just don't think they have that many people.
Yeah, and then
Like if
also they're advertised as the dating app that's meant to be deleted, all that bullshit. Um
yeah, so it's people going there looking for their husband or their wife right away.
yeah, and if you're on like a dating app doing that, you're probably not that attractive, I guess would be the thought process behind that.
I could see that. That one I like that one that you have to have questions though. They like make you
Yeah,
answer.
no, that's my favorite part is responding to the questions is like cuz that's what I'm good at. And so like, you know, going through as long as you give me something I can work with, like one of them like I was just, you know, one of the 5 to 10% this week that I liked. I was just scrolling through and she was pretty hot and I was like, "Oh, perfect." And then it was like, "Guess how many toes I have?" And I was like, 6. No response, but like at least that's funny. Like if you're a girl and she's like, "Oh, this guy thinks I have 6 toes." Like, I mean, why would you put? I guess how many toes I have if it's not 10? It's
If
definitely
it's
not
not
10.
so she didn't tell you the right answer.
No, she never responded, but I
Yeah, we're
had a good
never
time. I know that she was at least either like, "What the fuck," or like, "This guy's fucking hilarious," and I'm really intimidated by him.
definitely the latter. Definitely.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
don't know.
been on a date with someone you met from a dating app?
From a dating app, not recently, but like in the past, yeah,
Are they like normal or were any
it was really weird.
yeah. It's
I
always a
mean,
little
yeah, it was college, so it was just like, oh, come over, watch a movie, and then you know,
mm-hmm. I
whatever
had a
happens, happens.
and he looked really good on the dating app. And like as the date progressed, I learned more and more like he didn't have a car. Okay, whatever. Didn't have a license. Didn't have a job. Didn't have any money. And it like slowly I was like, okay, I understand why you're on the
Yeah,
dating
you
app.
are the queen of red flags. Like you just like attract red flags.
I have blinders on. I never see the red flags. I choose to see it differently.
And just like so many red every time you call me like, oh, I met this new guy, I'm like, okay, like just list off his red flags right now because I know there's so many. Like as long as it's under 10, like I'm like, okay, at least we can work with it, you know.
And then if they have no red flags, I'm just not interested anymore because it's no fun in that.
Yeah, God forbid a guy's just normal, good guy.
I'm in the mindset, I'm still in the game. Like you're in the game right now with this girl, and like I love the game. I love the suspense and the fun, and like settling down is just not in my near future.
Yeah, and you know, I've never really been one to be like, oh, I'll settle down, just like date this one girl. But like
Mm-hmm.
now I feel like I'm like getting into like I wouldn't say that I'm 100% there, but I would say like, you know, I would consider it if it was the right person. Like if it
Mm-hmm.
worked. I guess that's why I like doing the whole like game thing is kind of working because it's like, oh yeah, you know, like
It
if I
is a lot.
would have if I would have just banged this girl on the first night, like I probably would have been like, ah yeah, but I like, you know, conquered that island. Let's move to the next one, you know.
Then that would just lead to so many other mini games. Like once you incorporate sex into it, it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like with guys, at least with me, it's like, you know, it's like with some people, like once you just like get to a certain milestone, you're just like, all right, like I win. I'm on to the next one, you know? Cause to me, it's like everything to me is like a game, like I don't want to say game, like I'm just like super competitive with everything and I want to win everything. So it's just like, you
Like you're
know,
challenging yourself to like get more and more girls or like better girls.
I mean, yeah, not even like that, because like I don't even really try that hard. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, you know, it's like with certain like with a lot of girls. Okay, so here's maybe this will prove that I'm a complete sociopath. But it's like with a lot of girls, it's like once you see their nipples, it's like, all right, I win. Like I don't even really care. Like
That's
to me that's like okay. Like once you see their nipple, you basically seen it all. Like we win.
what vagina though? Isn't
What?
that like the vagina? Isn't that like even better?
I mean, like some girls you want to get there. Some girls you want to get there, but some it's just like, you know, like I win right there.
Damn. So like that's such a
I don't know what the thought process is there, but like sometimes when that happens, I'm just like, okay, I don't care anymore.
wow. That might be you might be a little sociopathic. I'm sensing a lack of empathy. I think that's the main
Well, yeah,
bag.
I've always had that issue.
Oh, Kohler. The nipples. That's interesting. So
Yeah,
should girls be judicious about and how they show their nipples when
I
they're
would
feathering
say.
up?
I mean, I would say like. I mean, if you're. I mean, sometimes it's just there. Sometimes you hook up with like a girl and it's just like, okay, like this works. Like I want to do this again. But
Mm.
like like I've had some really bad experiences, and like sometimes it's just like, okay, like fucking, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Damn.
I would say more times than not, it's the latter.
Mm-hmm.
Like more times than not, it's like okay, like I don't like climb that mountain. I don't want to climb it again. Okay, like I'd rather be on a beach. And some girls are beaches, some girls are mountains, and sometimes I
What
mean
a good
you'd rather like I'd only climb a mountain once. I'd go to the beach every fucking day. So
damn. Those are some wise words. That was good.
thanks. That was off the top. I didn't write that down.
That was a good. That was deep. That was deep.
Thanks.
Well, what do you think about like OnlyFans then? If like girls are you already saw their nipples, would you ever date a girl who's like a sex worker?
Um, it would depend on the initial meeting. Um, I don't know, like I feel like once you've been with enough people, it's just like it gets more like deeper to like, you know, like are you funny? Like can you actually like talk to them? and then like the attractiveness is usually just naturally there. But it's like, if, like obviously if they're on OnlyFans, they're probably attractive. And then if they come out and they're like funny and like, you know, you can talk to them and they're not, you know, just completely mentally handicapped, that, I mean, that always is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I guess it would depend a lot on that. Like, I mean, I would never pay for an OnlyFans or anything like that because like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm not like a, you know, 17-year-old pervert, but I mean, yeah, I wanna, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Um, the deeper question would be like, if you were dating somebody and they had an OnlyFans, you didn't know about it, like that would be a bigger
Ooh,
deal.
that would be a good deal.
And
But
that's
that's good.
probably,
Very progressive of you that it's not a deal breaker. Like
yeah,
this.
no, like, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal to me. Like, once you start, once I feel like once you graduate, you know, and you're kind of on your own, graduate high school, college, whatever path you decide to take, like once you start making money and you realize how like hard it is to kind of like make money and like how much easier it is with money, I feel like however you decide to do it is, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean,
completely.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever date like a porn star. Like that to me would be too much. But
That would be intimidating. I would feel like,
it
damn,
would be
like
intimidating. Like,
people you've been banging. It'd be
yeah, like I
stressful.
mean, just there's just pages on the internet of them just getting banged by all these like fucking dudes with huge dicks that like just like never come because all they do all day is fuck, and you're just like, holy shit, like you're like, bro, you're
Never
just like
like
sitting there like jerking off to an MTV show, and like you're like, god damn, I can't compete with that guy. Like
you could
that to
like
me is intimidating.
you could never hang out with her work friends because you'd just be like, damn, like you fucked
Yeah,
John.
like you're like, yeah, you're like, oh, you fucked half the dudes at this table, and they're all like 6'4", like fucking just mammoths.
Man,
Just like, yeah.
that would be intimidating.
I
That's
don't,
like how
I've never met like a male porn star though, actually, so I wouldn't even know.
but you met a female porn star.
I've actually no, I've never met either one.
Me neither. I have some questions. But that's like how I feel about
Good future
threesome.
guests. Good future guests. If you're out there, hit me up. I have so many questions.
Yes, we'll do an AMA. Ask me anything, porn star edition.
Yeah.
That'd be.
The porn game
But
is deep, man. It's deep.
hey, that yeah, you're right. It is deep.
A lot of
But
shit happens out there.
hmm well, that's like kind of how I feel about threesomes too. Like I feel like those are very stressful. I can't imagine myself doing one and it being like a fun, carefree experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they just like take some provocative pics and make, you know, a couple grand off of it on the internet, that's fine with me. Whatever.
I am thinking of starting an OnlyFans just for the research and like just doing feet
That would be
pics.
good. I've also thought about it.
You do have good feet,
Yeah, but
but is there a
the
more?
the girl foot fetish thing, I'll get into a different episode because I have a whole theory about that. And
Incredible.
it's breaking news, really. So when the news is ready to be broken, it will be broke. But
The tea.
yeah, I mean that's the foot thing I will never understand, but it's just it's fucking out there. Some people love it. All right. Let's move on to your current situation,
Oh yes. Okay.
as
This
we were
is
talking about earlier.
a guy I met off Hinge, so already a
Oh, this is
little
a
weird.
Hinge guy?
This is a Hinge guy. Yes.
Okay.
Um, he had some good pics, but I was a little concerned because he only had like pics from 2017, which it really pisses me off that men don't have updated pictures of themselves, like unless it's like from a fucking fishing trip. They don't take. So his only photos were like him in undergrad, and I don't know if he still looks like that now. So I did some creeping, went on his Instagram. He does look a lot different now, but like it'll work. So we hung out Wednesday. Things went great. And then Thursday, he asked me if we could hang again that night, but I was busy. And I said, maybe we can Friday, Saturday. And then he didn't answer me for the whole time. And I was like, you asked me to hang out. Why aren't you responding? So what do you think about that? What should I do?
Oh, guys not responding. Just
Yeah,
ignore
but he
it.
asked me to hang out. Why do men do that? Is he a bad texter? Is he busy? Is he a
No, he's
fuckboy?
probably just found somebody else to hang out with.
But like, why would I mean? It was like in the form of a question. Like we could do something Friday or Saturday? Question mark? No response.
Honestly, I don't know. I would assume that he just found somebody like something else he wanted to do.
Hmm.
Like
I
that's
think men
probably what I.
very different textures at times.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, like with me, it's like once I got like one thing, I just avoid everything else. So it's just like, that's what I would say. I mean, he probably either just found something else to do, or it could be that he's a bad texter and he just didn't get a notification. Um, which if he really cared, he would have been checking anyways. So
Mm-hmm.
if he didn't check, he probably didn't care that much anyways.
So we're leaning towards some red flags, it sounds like, but
Yeah,
maybe there's
your
enough.
specialty. I mean, if you just want to hook up with him, just hook up with him. Just just try it out, give it a try. Uh,
I
I don't have an
did,
issue with that.
so like we're good in that department, but we
You
did
creeped
not.
on his what? His Instagram?
No, I said I felt his penis already.
Oh, you felt his penis. Okay, so
Yes, so we're good in that department.
boom, penis
Magic.
knocked out.
Will I ever find love?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't know.
We will. We're still in the game stage, like I said earlier.
Yeah, I'm still young.
We're still very young.
I'm a
Yes.
young bull.
Our biological clocks may be ticking, but it is a very slow tick, and we're not worried
Well,
about that.
mine's ticking slower than yours. Just so you know,
Yours
like
is like yours is fine. That
yeah,
is so
mine's
new. God, we have to start having like once we're 35, the risk of like having a baby with every chromosomal problem is so much higher. And then men, they can just their semen's good till they're like 50. Like what the fuck?
yeah, it's awesome. like 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 girls are way more attractive younger, I would say, but like once you hit like 20, 30, once you like 30, like it's like downhill, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're fucking
I
right.
don't
And
know if
then
it's
after,
like downhill, but it's like it's not as good as it was.
mm-hmm. Then once we have kids, things really start to take a turn. Like everything down there is it's never normal again. You never go back to how you were.
Yeah.
But you guys,
And
you guys.
getting old is sucky. So
But
I
yeah, so this
personally
guy, he's fine. If he asked me to hang out today, would it be okay for me to say yes? Like just to see
I would
how it
say
goes.
yeah.
Okay.
I would say yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to, and then I will report back next week with what we think. If I
Okay.
should ditch.
And that's like with my situation. Should I ask her to hang out?
I think you should, but I
Like
don't think it should.
I might go to like a lake house
Yeah, invite her to.
party.
Yes.
But like should I just be like, yo, come over to my house and then we'll Uber there? Like, I mean my roommates are going too, but like
No, you should first just ask. I mean, first things first, if she wants to go or not, and then like the logistics will work themselves out. But like, where is this lake house?
I have no idea. I literally don't know anything about it really.
No, I think that's a perfect idea. And then it'll be like you inviting her, so it's like a halfway date, but it's also not a lot of pressure because it's with a bunch of other friends. And like you can tell her she can invite her friend if she wants to. Girls will feel much safer doing it that way.
Okay. Anyways, back to your situation. Um there was one very specific part of your situation. So the guy left gum.
He left a lot of gum, and like he was chewing gum the whole time, and I didn't know if he was just like nervous, but like even when we went to sleep, I think he still had gum in his mouth.
And just to be
And
clear, this is unchewed gum, still wrapped, but not in a package.
it's not in a, this is why it's weird to me. It looks like he got it out of a gumball machine, and it's like so many of them. I'm gonna put
Wait,
it.
they were gum balls?
No, it looks like he got it from a gumball machine, but it's more like rectangles. Can
Is
I
this
show?
the evidence? Is that
He left.
orbits?
I don't know. He left it all on my
Oh no,
desk.
those are the ones that you like pop out of the package.
But why would he pop them all out? I have questions. Is he like doing what girls do when we leave like a hair tie or an earring behind, and it's like, gotta come back for my earring. Like, is he gonna be like,
Is that a thing?
back for my gum? Oh hell yeah, that's a
With a
thing.
hair tie?
Maybe not a hair tie, but
Be
like
like,
if it's
fuck off with your hair tie. It's my hair tie now.
a hair tie, it would be like, we don't want it back, but we're leaving it there in case other girls come around. They'll be like, oh, that's not my hair tie.
That's
That's
very
more,
strategical. Yeah.
yeah, that one's more passive
See,
aggressive.
I could
But
get out of that. I'd just be like, oh, it's my hair tie.
yeah, you'd be
I
fine.
have a hair tie right here.
Perfect, yeah. But like if we leave something like expensive, that's gonna be like, oh shit, or like a bra, like, oh, I gotta go back for that bra. That was a good one. So
Mm-hmm.
avoid
Mm-hmm.
them. So is this what he's doing with
Thinking
the
back now, that's happened to me like a bunch of times.
hair tie, or like something important?
Just like leaving something behind,
Hmm.
like a sock.
I mean, sometimes it's not. I mean, maybe not a sock. Like that one could be an
I mean,
accident.
it's like a little baby sock. Like
Those
this
ones
girl
get
was very small.
very small. Yeah, that one might have been, but there are times when we'll do it on purpose.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting. I have a funny story about that. That actually happened to me one time. My last
Yeah.
relationship. It's pretty funny.
But,
So the 3-month relationship I was in, the way it started, so this girl, I used to work with this girl, and I didn't even know she was interested in me, and she just like came, like we just hooked up at a bar, and then she came over to my house, and it was when I was living with my roommate that you know, and in Austin, and you like she left her Apple Watch
ooh.
like in my room on my like
Hmm.
nightstand. And I was like, oh, she left her Apple Watch. She texted me the next day. She's like, oh, I left my Apple Watch, blah, blah, blah. Can I go pick it up? And I was like talking to my roommate. I'm like, oh, dude, yeah, she like left her Apple Watch. Like, she definitely wants like to come back, get more, like, num, 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 eat up. And I actually say that, but I was like, yeah, she definitely like, yeah, like she definitely left this on purpose so that she could like hook up again.
Hmm.
And then like literally, I'm like, yeah, no, like come by, get your like Apple Watch, whatever. And then like literally she came, knocked on my door, and she's like, hey, car's still running. I'm with my friend. I gotta go to dinner. Like, can you like just bring it out to me? I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, I guess, dude. Like, whatever. Like, yeah.
that
I
one
brought
was
it.
that. That
I
one was
brought it
that.
to her, and I thought it was over there. I'm like, oh yeah, she just made a mistake.
That was definitely.
But no, we hooked up after that too. But
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah,
oh well,
yeah, no,
good.
that was the last girl that I kind of like, I would say dated for a little
Okay,
bit
all right.
here. It was fun.
It was fun. Huh,
She
that's
moved.
funny. Happy ending. So
She
yeah,
moved
do
with
I
the
assume
boy.
it wants these gums back? Like, what do I do about it? Do I just
Well, see, when you first described it to me, I thought it was just like wrapped like gum, like from like a 5 gum or like,
no? It's any different individual
like,
gum.
because that's out of the one that you like
You pop.
pop them out.
Yeah.
So I don't know A, why they're wrapped like that and why you have to pop them out. And I don't know B, why he would pop them all out and then leave them there. I don't know, like, in what situation would you pop them all out and then put them in your pocket?
Yeah. Just put the whole packaging in your pocket.
This is actually super confusing. Must be like a first. This must be a first gum situation because I don't think anybody's that fucking dumb to just pop them all out of the package
Was
and
he
put them in their
expecting
pocket.
like was he like prepared to eat these all before he left for the day?
Why would he eat them all?
This man was eating gum the whole
How
time.
often did he switch out gums?
I guess I didn't pay attention, but that's a good question. I mean, there's 8 of them here, so how many in a pack?
8. I feel like there's 9 in a pack. I feel like
Hey, that's an odd number.
he just started chewing on. Well, I mean, they go in rows of 3. Maybe it's 12. I don't know. But it's like,
Okay,
it's rows of 3 usually in those, right? Or 4.
okay. So Dan, maybe he went through like 5 of them or 4 of
But
them.
why would he pop them all out? And why would they be loose in his pocket? And why would he take them out of his pocket and put them on your thing?
I don't know. He
None of
hasn't.
this makes sense. None of this makes sense.
That's why I thought I would ask you. Maybe this was some weird male thing I didn't quite
No,
understand.
this is not a weird male thing.
Okay, good to
No
know.
weird nobody's like, all right, I'm gonna put 8 pieces of gum on the thing, and if I come back and there's 6, that means that she's like I don't even know what the strategy would be.
Well, if we do hang out tonight, he would be coming here. So like maybe he like knew
No,
he was.
ask him.
Ask him about the gum.
Ask him. Fucking FaceTime me and ask him or FaceTime me and I'll ask him. Like, I want to fucking know. It makes no sense.
It really doesn't.
And the thing is, it makes less sense now. Like when you explain it to me on the phone, I was like, oh, like he just had like a pack of gum and like some of them fell out and he took them out of his pocket.
No,
But
he
now that they're
glued.
the pop ones, it's like he purposely popped them out.
And I don't see like remnants of the pack. So like he took the empty pack with him.
Why would you pop them out though and not keep them in? Like it doesn't make any sense.
I know. Is this a red flag or is this just like
I don't know what this is. Like I would say red flag, yeah, because like who does that?
shit? He
Like
also did a weird thing with his tongue that I'm not sure about. He like kissed with a lot, a lot of tongue, like instant tongue. Like I think I met his tongue before his lips. Yeah. And at one point he asked me like, "Is it too much tongue?" And I was like, "I mean, I don't use that much tongue," and like kind of left it open ended like that, but it didn't stop his tongue. It kept going. Oh,
I don't
maybe he's
know.
got a.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know next week. We'll get to the
I
bottom.
mean, I want to know about the gum thing.
Well, yeah, I'll figure it out.
Like worst case scenario, if you never talk to this guy ever again, we need to know why the gum
Oh,
thing happened.
yes, I will figure it out.
Because if I don't know that, then what do I know? Like
I'm sorry, this was such a disturbing story.
it makes no sense.
I
It
know.
makes negative sense. Like it I don't know.
Like thinking of his actions leading up to this is very questionable. Well, I will figure it out and I'll get back to it next week.
Please.
I
And
also
if
think
it's
we should do maybe a rule for our episode today. What do you think?
the dating rule, yeah.
Yeah.
Dating rule number 1. We'll do a dating rule every week. Like a code of conduct.
Ooh, I like that.
And yeah, so dating rule number 1, you came up with it based off of my jokes. By the way, they were jokes. I've never actually done this because I don't even understand why somebody would. Go ahead, dating rule number 1, Mallory.
Dating rule number 1 is you never send a dick pic, never unsolicited. The only time that it's acceptable is if you are dating this person and they hint that they want it, or that you're going to be away for the weekend and you're both going to send a little sexy pic that's a little saucy and naughty. Perfectly fine. Otherwise, we don't want to see your dicks. We just don't. We would like to in person maybe, but don't send them.
And that makes sense
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't think of a situation where somebody would want to see my dick randomly.
Yeah. And like I feel like men like nudes because you're kind of always horny. Like you're kind of always have sex in the back of your mind, but like girls don't. So if we just get your dick pic and we're like at work, like we're just gonna be like, this was a waste of a dick pic.
Yeah, but
No.
also it's like a dick pic, like it's
Yeah.
it's
Dick
just like I just picture like me like in front of a mirror, just like check out this 6 inches. Uh, somebody order half a Subway foot long, and like I don't know why somebody would be like, oh yeah, like that gets me going. But like I mean, like tits are great. Like I love tits.
Mhm.
I love
Those can
a good butt. Or
but
something
dick
hot. But like a dick,
Or like even like videos of like men ejaculating. It's like if I'm not in the
That's
same,
worse. That's so much worse.
I know, don't really need to see it. I'd like to experience it with you maybe, but like I don't need to see it if I'm not there, kind of a deal.
I don't even like. I wouldn't even want to see it if it
Mm-hmm.
was my own dick.
Yep. I once had a man ask me if I wanted to see the cum that like he printed off my photos and came on my photos and asked me if I wanted to see it. No,
Like
sir.
just like a pool of it,
Yeah, on like
like
paper.
a handful. Like it came into his hand and he's like, look what I made.
Oh yeah, never need to
this this could be your next child.
see. Yeah,
I don't get why a guy would be like, oh yeah, this she wants me now.
yeah. I don't get it either. I mean, women's bodies I think are just inherently prettier. So,
Guys are weird.
and then it's like
Straight
the
up.
whole act of it. Like you have to like get hard and you're alone, and it's like, do you hold it? Like, what angle is best? That's a whole
Yeah,
nother
what do you
ball.
do with it? You
Then you have
helicopter it.
to jerk off after because you're hard. I don't know,
I mean,
but
I've
I
gone
think
from hard to soft, no jerk off before, but
wow, that's so brave.
it's brave. I don't know if it's
Wow.
brave, but I mean, it's just a normal thing that happens.
But yeah, I think this is a rule. I think this is why it's number one because so
And
many
yeah,
things.
no, and I completely agree. Like, I don't even think I've ever been in a situation where I wanted to send one. So I don't get why people do. I don't
Mm-hmm,
get where people get off doing it. But
mm-hmm. It's honestly rude if it's unsolicited. Like, don't ruin my day like that. You know, if I'm
I know.
asking
Like,
for, but
what if you're sitting next to your mom? Like, you don't know.
oh my god, exactly. God, that would be horrible. Whew. Talk
Yeah.
about a way the parents. Sheesh.
I don't know, man. All right. So yeah, rule number one, no dick pics.
No dick pics.
I feel like this is where we should wrap episode one. I feel like it's been a very productive conversation.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I feel like we're on a good track, and that's what matters. So yeah, this has been Dating Millennial on the Kohler Comedy Podcast Network. Today was July 18th, Saturday, July 18th, 2020. And we will see you next week. I don't have a cool sign off. So we will see you next week. I am Dr. Kohler, not an actual doctor. And that is Mallory Weiss, P.A.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. See you next week.
See ya.